You are listening to Maximum Pew Pew, an actual play RPG podcast. Maximum Pew Pew follows continuous storylines and are meant to be enjoyed from the beginning. This episode follows the Dead Sons storyline and may contain spoilers for the Dead Sons adventure path published by Paizo Incorporated. The following segments may contain mature themes and adult language. In this episode, the party begins their infiltration of the Temple Found.
Hello? Have I reached you? Yes, I can feel I have. Excuse my intrusion into your broadcast. It has been some months since the strange gods called us out here, my friend. We are huddled together in the mud hut, listening to their many voices. We are waiting for you to join our fold, lovely listener. They have told me to contact you because you have special ears. Only yesterday we brought down a wild pig, so we could fashion this ham radio. The strange gods miss you, dearest. Please listen to them sing. If you do not hear them on the wind, you can find their podcasts anywhere. Audible glimpses into their many dreams and the wonderful games they play. So please, come home, listener. Come home to the strange gods.
So, when last we left our heroes, you did a bit of exploring on Istamak, which is kind of like the settlement that was on the planet Nezir 6. Nezir 6 is a gas giant. However, Istamak is sort of this floating island of land that exists on top of it, so it's kind of habitable. And you encountered the Kish people. There's two different groups that are kind of at odds with one another. And the one group that has been assisting you, led by Tizail, she gave you some information that would allow you to enter the Foundry, which is where the Cult of the Devourer went in, took some information, and left. And you presume that is where you're going to have the information to be able to find the Stellar Degenerator. You visited the Maze of Ghosts, or as...
And then killed the living hologram without realizing it. And then we were all like, oh shit, we killed something.
What else is new?
I just made a computer's check. Why did I level up?
Ion proceeded to call the place the Ghost Kebab for most of the adventure.
It was something like that.
You then went to the House of Renewal, where you encountered these creatures called the Rebuilt, which were victims of this Chamber of Renewal, which had a very beneficent purpose initially, but because of the genetic drift that these Kish of modern day
made them all
have
oogie.
experienced.
Yeah, worst HMO ever.
So there was the very likely chance that these Kish would experience some major side effects as a result, but you all reprogrammed it, so now the Kish of modern day should be able to use it and be able to get the healing benefits. This gave you, you found 2 data pads at these respective places that allowed you to find...
how to get into this warehouse.
Yes. Which,
AKA church. AKA whatever.
Well, it gave you the coordinates to get to this place called Securitech, which was a security office that was floating in the sky, and you all had jump packs, basically just like a jetpack swap.
We just
got
flew
up there.
since they gave us that capacity.
We were all we played the whole thing where it was all like,
the
how
farmer's
do you get
boat.
the chicken, the farmer, and the...
But we had 2 boats.
It's much easier when you have 2 boats. Yeah, so you flew up there, you got the appropriate administrative access necessary to enter the Foundry, or what they call the Temple Found. You fought a Writher swarm that had integrated into this building, and upon its defeat, the building immediately began to crumble around you, and you made a daring escape from this place.
We did. We almost died. Maybe.
It was touch and go, but with the liberal application of some strategic rebar.
Somebody brought a door-breaking gun to a door farm.
Yeah. Apply rebar at hypersonic speeds, liberally.
Yeah. That solved that particular puzzle. You were all able to escape.
See, I bought it not thinking it was going to be the best gun ever. And then the very first time I shot it, it was all like, I am the best gun ever. And I was all like, I love you. It has proved to be the best gun ever for quite some time.
It's never not going to be.
You escaped.
It's like that anime I recently watched where this smiley face appears on the side of the gun and talks to you only.
That's probably a thing that happens. I get its own mask. You deserve one, little buddy.
So it's a gun skin. Like,
to you, it looks like this extravagant, like, talking face with a mask, and the rest of us, we just see this, like, half-broken mask duct tape to the side of this.
Well, Ion's lost it. You were able to escape, though not completely unscathed. I think Zenka took some cave-in damage.
I did.
And Cyna got infected.
God, the space babies.
Wait, that's right. Cyna did get a case of space
Cyna
babies.
Got space pregnant.
Congratulations.
Congratulations. You are now part of the official group, because I'm pretty sure you're the only one that hasn't hit space.
No, Zenka also has not.
We'll correct the shit out of that. You're a host. Your only purpose is to carry babies.
Not random space things.
You're a bug person. I'm pretty sure that's exactly what you were made for.
The last thing you all did was you shared your stories with Taziel and the rest of the tribe. You got some rewards as a result of it.
Hooray!
You got a nice long rest.
And a bow, which we promptly turned into UPVs. No. We made it more useful as a block of plastic. But it was made of wood. Science.
Yep. It's the future. So you are rested. You have the necessary information to be able to enter the temple found. What would you like to do?
Let's enter that temple.
Cool.
Hey, I found it.
You found the temple.
Let's do that thing.
There it is. First, we're going to take a selfie.
Hashtag found it.
Yeah. Hashtag found it.
That was I recently did the editing for the special, and when you found Sweet Feather's like family, someone had mentioned taking a selfie in front of them, like that's the way to let Sweet Feather know. Hashtag found them. Maybe that's not the best way.
Does anybody on this team have a diplomacy score? God damn.
Okay,
I've been practicing.
One of the more prominent buildings in Istamak, the Foundry, is prominent. Okay, this is getting into stuff that you guys wouldn't know yet. Let's see here. It's several stories tall and looks like it might have some subterranean elements to it as well. The main entrance to the temple found is located in the center of the building's northern facing. Yeah. So it would be right there. That's the main entrance. It's likely not how you're getting in, though.
Okay.
Unless
barrel through the front door.
You want to. I mean,
could happen.
There is
I have a master key.
Yeah. I mean, there is a reason you got the access codes, but we'll play this however you want to.
Well, this place is supposed to be occupied, right?
It is occupied.
It probably has a bunch of soldiers with, like, flint-tipped arrows in front of it.
The front plaza features an elaborate fountain with a hammer and anvil motif. The fountain no longer sprays water. There are a number of images painted on the side of the fountain that a culture check would help you translate. It's more of these pictograms and hieroglyphs that they have.
30.
30 is sufficient.
Okay.
Maia's able to gather that the Kish believe that the rain that this fountain gathers has healing properties.
Yeah.
Even though the fountain doesn't function, it's still, a basin. They believe that the water gathered here does have healing properties.
Does it?
They believe.
Take a drink.
Is there water in this?
I mean, it's stagnant
sure.
water on an alien planet.
Um,
I took biology 101, and that's definitely the worst idea ever.
You know what?
That's how you end up space pregnant.
Why
No,
not?
it's not.
I'll take a drink.
You take a
That's how
drink.
you get
my
space
hands.
dysentery, so it's just way worse than normal dysentery.
Maya takes a drink of this water. Maya, it tastes. It has a faint taste of copper to it. You think that's probably because of the basin,
That's the
the
blood.
fountain. That it's actually
It's the blood.
it's the blood.
Yeah, you should probably make a fortitude save. So you're definitely
Make
getting space
18 fortitude
dysentery.
saves.
Also, Maya, what's up with this? This is not a computer. You don't have to go setting off the traps in it.
I forgot. It's not electronic.
But other than just kind of a slightly funky taste to it, really don't have any effects as a result.
All right. These pictures lied. I do not feel any healthier.
The large front door.
In fact,
You're
I feel
so
a serious bout of diarrhea coming on.
Wow, this water's running through me like a laser beam, guys. 1 second. Wow, who gave that water the haste circuit? 1 moment.
Oh, God. Cyna's left eyebrow is a whole 2 centimeters higher than the other one as she slides away.
The large front door is also emblazoned with blacksmith imagery and is free of Kish graffiti. It's quite thick, sturdy, and bolted and heavily barred from the inside. Quote, it would take days of work with industrial tools to cut through the doors, a luxury that you probably don't have. Now, the side entrance to the foundry is down an unassuming side street that ends in a 20-foot tall metal fence.
Here?
That's a subterranean area.
Okay. But there's a fence?
So there's like a 20-foot fence around there, which is no big deal for you guys.
Yeah, I'll just shoot it
Might want to cut it.
point blank.
I was thinking like a wire fence.
Yeah, I mean, that's fine. Someone got a laser gun? Just... we can take care of it.
Snips.
Can I borrow a pencil from somebody?
Let's see. So the fence has a closed and locked gate that has hardness, hit points, a break DC, or an engineering check.
Locked.
I mean,
Right.
I'm giving you the options as to how to deal with this particular
Yeah,
gate.
you want to do it the quiet way?
I think we should be quiet if there's an army in there.
Okay. You can try to make me an engineering check to pick that lock.
Pick it up. How good is that serum good for? The serum of enhancement scientist?
If
I were to
have
drink
to
it.
look it up.
I mean, I don't know. If it lasts an hour, that'll end us to the end of this one place, I guess. I mean, how often do I need +2s? I don't know how hard this check's going to be. It's another item I'm going to sit on for the end of time if I don't drink it now, probably.
Well, if you don't, if it doesn't work for you, I'm just going to use supercharged weapon on the master key.
It lasts for 1 hour.
1 hour. You guys think I should just go ahead and
And the
drink this thing?
scientist one is you gain a +2 insight bonus to computers, engineering, physical science checks, and can attempt checks with all 3 skills untrained.
Oh, that's pretty cool. That's honestly probably better for somebody else who doesn't have those skills.
I mean,
I'll just inject it.
Okay.
not my general approach to opening doors.
My approach is let you people do it.
28.
28
love
is
it.
sufficient to open this gate. And you do so quietly, and hopefully you don't alert anybody to your presence. This will... if you all... you see sort of the junk pile there at the far end, near the recording stuff. Yeah, place yourselves near that door there.
Okay.
Okie dokie.
And I'm gonna be paranoid and chat.
I don't know which way's front.
Where Zenka is perfect.
Hooray! I'm up front.
Yeah, I'll swap places with the Zenka.
I've never been up front before.
So this is kind of
It ended poorly.
It did.
so this is kind of like
did.
subterranean. So if you can imagine, sort of a split level type deal, sort of like my house, where like you can see these windows on this side of the house, but we're underground over
Right.
here. So that's kind of the situation here.
You're built into the side of a hill.
Kind of. Well, I am, yeah. This situation, I'm not entirely sure. Weeds poke through cracks in the ground in this long, narrow courtyard shadowed by a large, blocky building. A broken bench sits next to a simple but imposing metal door with no visible handle or hinges. A sign is affixed to the door above a digital keypad. So, one of you could read actual, like the old school Kishaline, if I recall correctly.
Yeah.
Yep, that would be me.
Okay. And then who knew the vulgar Kishaline?
I do.
Okay. So, so in Kishaline, the sign on this door says security only. There appears to be a keypad which features other Kishaline symbols that roughly correspond to numbers. You have the information to bypass this because you earned it by going up to the Securitech offices. So you can do the bypass, and the door unlocks for you.
Nice.
That seemed too easy at this point.
We did work pretty hard for all those codes and stuff, though.
Yeah, but just put in the password and it opens. That's almost
That is usually how passwords work.
Well, I know, but given how often we actually have passwords, it's kind of novel, but also kind of like my adrenaline is kicked up for no reason because it was a door.
You're being paranoid because something worked well. Something did what it was supposed to do.
Now, this door did have
PTSD show.
this door did have computers or engineering checks associated with it, and Maia may have been able to hit them. They are pretty high, though. Actually, the serum would have helped a lot too. So, anyway, long story short, yep.
I mean, it's not
Or inject,
it's not one of those DC-5 locks.
No, it's not. We're
DC-5 lock, the lockpick works better than the key.
we're talking
Like
high
those,
30s
like those
right now.
diaries they sell to grade school kids.
Not
with
quite.
the locks on them.
can
I mean,
hit
but
that
close. That's like DC-2.
With the serum, I have plus 25 to computers right now. I could hit that.
You could have hit that. Okay.
I
However,
love being shocked half to death when I fail.
Oh, yeah,
computer
that's-
checks, you know.
We're
It's my
aware.
favorite.
It
we're-
shows. It really shows.
we have avoided that though. So you've unlocked the door. Now, what would you like to do?
I'm gonna go inside.
Okay. Go for it. This
Roll
is
into
kind
this
of like
place SWAT
a
style.
yeah. This is kind of just a almost access hallway. Like
I will
you-
try to stealth up to the next. Oh, this is not gonna be good for me. Oh yeah, that's an 8 stealth.
8 stealth.
Oh, look at you go.
It's a good roll.
You're so stealthy.
Up to
So
that
this-
next door.
So this building has one of those awful
And
open
then-
the door, go down a sideways hallway for 20 feet while the inside renders, then hit the other door.
Yes.
Mm.
And then an 8 on
They had to make it work
perception
on
to listen to
console.
the door.
A what perception?
An 8 on the perception to listen to the door and see if this place is occupied.
Yeah. You do not hear anything.
I think
On
this
the other
place
side.
is empty. Okay, so I'm like, come on, this place is empty.
All right, you're following up.
Yeah.
Mhm.
That door.
I trust you.
I have no
Easily
no
opens.
reason to disbelieve you.
Are you taking the front?
Yeah.
Okay. You open the door. A faint layer of slime covers every surface of these connected chambers.
Ew,
The largest
slime.
open area contains a set of empty lockers, one of which seems likely to have held a collection of guns and ammunition. Bits of metal and plastic are scattered everywhere. One side room contains a small round table, another a metal desk, and a third a few rows of chairs and a podium. A door leads east.
Can we search this place?
Absolutely.
Let's search
There are
this place.
weapon lockers here.
Yeah, let's.
You wanna
search
go
this
in?
place.
This doesn't look like it's going to be full of xenomorphs or anything.
You going in?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Go in.
Dun, 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 dun.
I'd never
Cool.
not go in.
You being quiet about it?
Well, I think this place is empty, so no.
Quiet
Yes.
as
So you're
possible.
So Ion's not being quiet about it.
I didn't hear anything in here. It's empty.
Ouch.
All right, let's see
7.
what my stealth is.
7 stealth.
Oh my god. That's a whole 16.
33.
Okay. Well, the creature here's 3 of you. Do you see that classroom area that's kind of near the steps?
Yep.
Yeah, place that. It's a large creature. Place that in there for now. The creature, alerted to the presence of intruders,
Oh no.
wakes up. It looks like that.
What?
Oh my god.
Let me see.
Is it a garbage elemental?
It is. It's a garbage elemental.
No, it is not an elemental.
Yes,
It's a garbage
is.
elemental.
It's a garbage.
It's a garbage
It's
elemental.
not an
It's a
elemental.
garbage elemental.
It's a garbage
not
elemental.
an elemental. It is a slime.
No.
Jared.
Oozes
It's-
and elementals are two different
I
things.
promise you.
It's
a garbage
an elemental. It's a garbage elemental. It's a reference to something.
That's a slime?
Because
There was an
what?
adventure. I had an operative. I tried to
machine.
make the roll to identify it. I failed it so bad. I'm like, yep, that's a garbage elemental. And that has just been the running gag. Those are garbage elementals.
In our Starfinder canon, those aren't scavenger slimes.
They're
those
garbage
are garbage
elementals.
elementals.
They're just a plane
Also,
that is just
Are scavenger
garbage.
slimes in a different scenario?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a
Oh.
great scenario.
It's amazing and beautiful and harmful and hurt so bad.
And I
both
handmade a
physically and
miniature
mentally.
for one. It's in the car if you want me to get it.
No, this will be sufficient. I don't know how long
There
it'll.
is a miniature for it, though. It's beautiful.
I don't know how long it'll last, but
Longer
this-
than you think.
this creature, which looks like a big glob of slime with a significant amount of metal and armament attached to it in various and sundry ways, begins to slurp its way out of this classroom area toward you. Everybody roll initiative.
All right. I don't know how many spells I had, so we'll just assume
You had
that
a
I
If I
long
remember right,
rest.
it's
Oh, we had a rest before we
You had a
came
long
here?
rest.
Oh, okay.
if I remember right, the gear on it is held together with a amber-colored mucus-like resin.
I had a nappy nap. Oh, initiative.
Garbage juice?
Yeah.
Yes,
So,
except it hardens like plastic.
that reminds me. I will have to do a check for you, Cyna, but we'll do that in a moment. Maya, what's your initiative?
First, the day.
Oh, yeah.
So
It's like 45,
29.
isn't it? 29?
Yeah.
Cyna?
24.
Oh, I've been calculating that wrong this whole time. That is a 31.
Okay.
Ooh.
Ion?
I never updated
19.
my dex
19?
mod.
Zenka?
10.
10. You all still go ahead of this creature, which... Ooze, is that life sciences?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. You all can make a life sciences check.
Oh,
19 plus 17, so 36.
36.
Is it a garbage elemental?
It's not a garbage elemental because you made the check to determine that. You got a 36.
Yeah.
The data sphere memes say it's a garbage elemental.
All right, Maya. You know
I'm finding your weird memes, guys.
what? That's your first piece of information. There's weird memes about it that call these things garbage elementals. And I'm willing to do that because you still have 3 more pieces of information about it.
Okay. Special attack?
Special attacks.
It glues guns to its foreheads and knows how to use them.
Yep. So as far as special attacks, I'll just give you this special ability because it ties in. It's called Scavenger Shell. Scavenger slimes build protective shells for themselves out of refuse and their own natural resin, incorporating bits of repair technology as they go. A scavenger slime shell grants the scavenger slime DR adamantine and resistance to a random energy type depending on the technology it is incorporated, and also includes life support systems similar to those in commercial armor, allowing it to survive in the vacuum of space. A scavenger slime can also incorporate weapons, 1 heavy weapon, and either 2 long arms or 3 small arms.
Can we turn this into like a player character?
A scavenger slime gains proficiency in whatever weapons it incorporates into its shell and powers these weapons naturally with the energy it produces. Weapon in a scavenger slime shell can be sundered as if it were an item with an item level equal to its CR.
Sunder this thing apart, please. With
So that's your
gun.
that's your
Sunder it
first
pieces.
piece of information about the scavenger slime.
Okay, so it said it had a random energy type resistance.
It depends on its surroundings.
That should be the next point.
Right, I want to know
Which
what
one?
its energy resistance is. Yeah.
So it has ooze immunities, which is mainly like mental stuff. Can't be flanked, can't be crit, but it also has resistance to fire.
Oh, okay.
So don't use fire.
So it's got lasers or plasma glued to it.
Don't use explosive blast. Got it.
Okay. But it has DR to...
DR adamantine, resistance fire, ooze immunities.
Okay.
One other piece, if you can think of anything.
Like, is there anything left that you guys want to know? We found weird memes.
What is its? How does it sense How does it sense things?
Blind sight vibration.
Okay.
It is sightless, but it does have a blind sight vibration.
Wow.
Oh.
Yeah, there was no hiding from this.
Wait, it
thing,
does
really.
blind sight, not blind sense, right?
Correct.
Ooh, okay. That's a very important distinction.
I mean, if we
That's better
stand
than
real
yours.
still, it won't
It
see us.
is. Probably not.
Don't breathe. Don't let your heart beat.
I don't know if I can turn that off.
For a minute. If you're a monk, maybe. Maia? Oh, wait. Cyna, make me a fortitude save.
No. Is this the important one?
I mean, it's up to you.
I like that
All
answer.
right.
It's up to you. how important you want this to be.
if this is something that happened while we were back in camp,
It would be. This is you making your daily save for disease.
Space babies.
all right, then can we treat this?
Probably not in the middle of combat.
No.
We're rewinding.
Okay.
This
Because
is
I
this is
forgot to
the
make
fortitude save that we versus space babies.
Let me pull up a PDF here so I can find out how to assist. Because I know I can. Where's my SD card?
Go ahead and make your initial roll because it might not be relevant depending on how well you do.
Mm. 16 is where I'm starting.
And luckily enough, 16 is sufficient.
I was going to say I have +2 versus fear, and I'm terrified.
So that is one successful check.
Okay.
See you again
And
tomorrow.
where am I again on the damage track?
It's going to be the first step, so I guess latent.
All right. So I'm not taking penalties yet.
Correct. It's when stuff gets further down the list. So that flashes through your mind before Maia decides to do something about this scavenger slime
Yeah, there's
slash.
a whole bunch of screaming at
garbage
camp.
elemental.
Go, get this thing out of me! Don't you have some kind of medicine?
What is medicine?
Give me something. We don't have anything. Give me something. Lie to me. Just lie to me.
God.
So I guess I'm just ready to shoot this thing.
Okay.
Okay.
Absolutely.
I
Went
will,
around.
I'm going to scan it and shoot it.
It gets
Harassing
scanned.
the natives for a cure.
I'm going to shoot it with my ice weapon, I guess, since it's...
That's a good plan.
Yeah. Seems like a smart move anyway. Ooh. A really good roll for a change. 18 plus 16?
Yes.
So, yeah.
Yes.
Energy actually hit something?
Yes.
You're a D8.
You did it, Maya. I'm proud of you.
You're right.
Nice.
I'll actually... No, we'll wait. No, I'll replace this roll. No, I guess replace with the D4. Oh, that wasn't super helpful. 5, 6, 7, 8, or 13 plus my level, right? Because I have
Correct.
that. Yeah. So 22
22.
cold damage.
The cold damage
Frosty
seems...
around the edges.
Oh, yeah. It seems to work. A-okay. Cyna, it's your turn.
All right. I'm going to trick attack this thing.
Okay.
I'm going to climb up on some furniture, something not touching the ground.
Vibration proof with the rubber stoppers on the bottom.
Yeah, absolutely. It's either that or some convenient chandelier or something. And
In the storage basement, okay.
I don't know.
Where else would you keep a useless chandelier?
Natural one on the attack roll, however.
Ooh.
Oh no.
Ion, it is your turn. Cyna's doing bunny hops on.
If I can
various-
ask our supreme fighters, what's your guys' typical attack bonus? Like after everything's said and done? Okay.
12.
So I'm actually have higher numbers now. Now that I'm finally level 9. I'm 13/16.
Are we level
16
9?
if I scan. Right? We're level 9?
Yeah,
We
you
are.
guys are.
Okay.
I was like, did I level my character without everybody?
No, I am
I
just
had like this micro heart attack.
I'm
for a second.
silly and didn't update something I should have.
Your level?
Okay, so the level was updated, but because it's really difficult to programmatically tell how many levels of which classes somebody has, I took a shortcut and just put a text box. So you can just put in whatever levels of whatever you are. So you just type that in, and I didn't update that.
Gotcha.
So it said I was level 8, but I wasn't.
Okay.
Okay, that's good.
I'll fix that later when I care.
Ion, ice works.
I don't have ice.
Got rebar.
Yeah.
You have adamantine rebar?
No. It's very expensive.
Yeah, that's an expensive lock.
Like,
breaker.
I'm sure if we go to, like, the
Yeah.
ritziest part of Aposte, we can find some adamantine rebar.
Do you have immunity to getting your ass beat?
I'm willing to bet that Drow high priests
we'll go to the, like,
or corporate
right.
overlords definitely have their house built of that. But
Yeah, we'll go to the local
assuming
construction.
that
yeah.
we don't want
Yeah,
to just like face an army of Drow security, it's really expensive. All right, so I'm just gonna be all like, "Hey, once a day I can go fucking ham with this." So I'm gonna do that, right?
Go fucking ham.
And I pull out my second long arm, and then I'm gonna unload on this thing.
Yeah.
I'm a full round attack this thing.
I like the sound of that.
So Ion goes full Gunzerker.
Oh, rolled so bad. Does a 14 hit its KAC?
No.
Ugh, does a 18 hit its KAC?
No.
Damn. All right. Well, that sucked.
Okay. Zenka, Ion may have completely lost it, drawing 2 weapons and firing at this creature, both
is
missing. He's calibrating.
This is normal.
Calibrating.
I mean, the missing part, not so much. But
Maia successfully hit with some cold damage.
don't use
seem to
fire, right?
I mean,
Yeah, don't use
it's just
fire.
Okay, cool.
resistance.
I'll use
Telling
my
you
other
through the
big
mask.
energy damage.
This thing looks like it could eat some fire for breakfast.
Well, I will not feed it fire then. It can starve. Or it can just eat lightning. I don't got to do my special shooty thingy. So just reflex save.
Okay. Rolled a 1.
Fantastic. Let me roll some dice here. Boop, boop, boop. I'm going to spend a resolve point and re-roll one of those dice. Cool, so that's 41 points of electricity damage.
41.
As a lightning bolt just goes straight through the room.
Wow, that's pretty brutal. That's
So
that's a lot.
the lightning
damage.
streaks across the room.
All right.
Now it's turn.
RP.
And
One.
basically just like hits the... You create this arc off like the doorknob for the door across the room, and you just like hold it there as this lightning bolt passes through this creature. If it could make noise, I'm sure it would have been horrific.
I'm sure it made a lot of squelching noises.
Yeah, a lot of burbling and, just real
You
disgusting.
heard it. It's burbling.
Boiled its slime a little bit.
So this creature is
Flash of cold.
Well,
and,
should have been immune to
mega hot
electricity.
shock.
mindless. It will actually strike out at its most recent aggressor, Zenka, And
Oh no!
one of the weapons attached to this thing is an artillery laser.
Oh no!
Jesus.
That's made for taking out tanks.
Oh no!
It's got you confused for a field artillery piece.
I can get that.
You should have just stayed behind us.
I should have, but I didn't because I needed a line.
Zenka,
Reached over my
31,
shoulder, right?
31 energy.
I don't know how
31
magic
to
works.
hit. Yeah, that hits.
I obviously have no understanding of magic.
That is 23 fire damage
Ooh.
as this artillery laser
Ooh, I took damage.
shoots you.
It's been quite some time.
It has been a while.
That's what your flesh searing off feels like.
Ooh, it paid me back. Okay.
We should try and convince the people that make Bang to sponsor our podcast. Just send us cases of Bang for our games.
Maia, it is your turn.
Full round attack.
Ooh, yep. Lightning seemed to work pretty well. Your own cold damage seemed to work pretty well as well.
All right, -4
On each, yes.
Okay. Jesus. Does a 21 hit?
It's kinetic or energy?
Energy.
That misses.
Well, the other one's gonna miss too. Terrible set of rolls.
That would have been a different story if Cyna could have made it flat-footed.
Yep.
Speaking of Cyna.
Well, Cena's going to do her trick attack again. She's going to move over here into cover.
Hell yeah.
Okay.
And then take a shot. That's a better roll. That'll be a 24 energy flat-footed.
That'll hit. What's your take 10 trick attack looking like right now?
Right now, it's looking like 34.
Okay. That'll be sufficient. I just want to make sure. But that does hit flat-footed.
Excellent.
Is there any fan art for Drow and Starfinder? Oh, okay.
A little bit.
Night and Night Arc has a few pictures. The venture captain for Salvation's End is a drow.
I'm trying to decide like what my armor would look like. Because they don't have any art for Nightplate, but
Ooh.
it sounds like futuristic Batman is what it sounds like.
Basically.
Yeah. Like I almost just want to stick with this armor because
41
of
damage,
its like
41.
shock factor mixed with that like badass mask. Like
I like it.
The lowest die on 68 was a 5.
Ooh. Now, the flat-footed condition, is that like...
It's just -2.
I know, but is it like mentally... Like...
No, I don't think so.
well, so it's
I'm
immune to critical, right? 'Cause
It
it's
is
a
immune to
slime,
critical.
So that would bring up
That's-
the question.
That's
of,
the sneak attack stuff from Pathfinder.
Yeah,
So
this is not precision. This is just extra damage.
the
So I like, basically I like find, oh, look, there's the big tentacle holding all of its guns. I'm going to shoot its pseudopod, and it takes a minute to
no, I just
reform,
meant
so
as
it
far
has
as like its
trouble shooting.
flat-footed stuff.
Yeah,
like,
I was curious like how that
Call
renders,
off
like
guard.
if it means anything because it's an ooze and has those. But
You'd have to look at an alien.
It's not
archive to
mind
see
affecting or
flat-footed
anything.
or something
Okay,
like
that would
as
be-
included in using it.
yeah, and it's not immune to flat-footed or anything like that. But it's okay. But if it was like this is a mind-affecting effect, like okay, and then it's all right. Ion. Anyway, Cyna does work.
Does a 22 hit its KAC?
Now that it's flat-footed, yes.
All right, so both of those are going to hit.
nice. That's teamwork.
So the first one does 34.
Okay.
And the second one
There is not much keeping this thing cohesive.
Just got wrecked.
does 30.
30. Tell me how you burst this slime.
I mean, I have 2 long arms, and I'm just all like, fuck you. I'm just flipping out. I mean, I'm going Gunzerker. So I kind of feel like I can't do that with a calm face. You know what I mean? Like, I'm straining against the recoil of 2, like, basic shotguns, one in each hand. I'm just going to town. Like, one of them shooting out, like, rolls of quarters and or rebar, and one of them is, like, a fully automatic rifle from the Aslanti Star Empire.
You destroy its structural stability with holes.
Yeah,
Yep.
like...
That's why
Like, there isn't enough of it
just, like-
left to coalesce.
You just, like,
Yeah.
That's
make
why
a mouse
Flat-Footed
that thing.
worked on it. It's got so many vibrations
Do you ever
coming
see
through
that
from his
video
assault
of the
weapons.
guy
and
shooting
its
jello
blind
with a
sense is
shotgun?
overwhelmed.
That's what happens.
Yeah.
BT dubs, flat-footed is not a mental condition. It's just that that you're surprised.
Okay. I didn't know
All in a
like
mental-
the nature of how it
Yeah.
was.
and
Yeah.
ooze
I'm
immunities
surprised.
does not include flat-footed.
Okay.
Also, with the massive rolls, we probably know that the goo from this stuff can be from this thing can be useful.
Let's scoop some of it into some jars.
Because, like, hey, look, it's resin that makes tech just work and stick together.
So,
Yeah, but it's also like I don't want to go so far as to say sentient.
No, it's not.
it's not sentient. Its int score is hyphen.
Yeah, it doesn't have
Love
brains.
it.
It has. It
It's
has
pure
minor-
survival.
It is null.
But it was smart enough to strap guns to itself.
I
mean,
killed
Just
it.
the nanites.
I killed it, and it looked like someone shooting a Jello pod with a shotgun.
So even with its
Damn, now I'm
DR,
hungry.
yeah, even with its DR, you take care of it. Now, a handful of the things collected by the scavenger slime are still in working order. These include a haste circuit armor upgrade,
We're just finding those left and right.
I know.
Just everywhere.
a foundry flux artillery laser, which functions as an Aphelion artillery laser with 16 charges, a foundry bloodlight plasma rifle, which functions as a Red Star plasma rifle with 20
I
charges.
like these
remaining.
names better.
And
Yeah, these names are way
a
cooler.
foundry twin bolt caster, which functions as a dual bolt caster. You can modify the Kishley weapons to accept modern day batteries, and converting each weapon requires an hour of work and a successful DC-26 engineering check.
is that?
That bolt caster sounds.
It's the
real
bolt
good.
caster. I think it's like a crossbow.
Dual crossbow.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Is
I
that,
think
is that
it
future
is
crossbow?
pretty much like a future crossbow.
It does 2d10.
Holy shit!
What kind of weapon is it?
Yeah.
Is it a long arm?
That's a long arm.
What other qualities does it have?
What's it?
It
use?
shoots arrows.
You put 4 arrows in it. It shoots 2 at a time, and it's unwieldy. Has decent range, 70 feet.
Oh, but is it archaic though?
No.
No.
That's the
And does it
Chewbacca
use
gun.
arrows?
Yeah, it uses normal
Which
arrows?
means you can do the bomb arrows.
Right.
I mean, it's a crossbow.
Yeah.
Do we have arrows?
Wait, no, it's not a crossbow. It's the crossbow from Half-Life 2.
Yeah.
Yes.
We finally got there.
Does any of us have arrows? I totally will use this.
I'm pretty sure arrows are probably the one kind of ammunition you can buy here.
Yeah.
Right. I feel like it wouldn't be that hard to make arrows either. I mean,
But those are piercing damage.
Why
and if
use
you
arrows when you could use rebar?
Holy monkeys.
Superheated rebar.
holy
can I load in
monkeys.
like bolts of rebar?
I'm going to take that heavy weapon.
the
Oh yeah, it does
the
not suck.
artillery laser?
Elfleon artillery laser, level 9, 3d8, 120 feet, burn critical, 40 charges,
Penetrating?
4 usage and penetrating, so it ignores 9 hardness.
That's like your thing.
Yes, yeah, I have the master key and the can opener now.
Oh god.
So
I love these names for weapons.
What's that bolt caster called?
so here's
It is a cross-bolter duel.
so
It's a
here's
level
the
8
story.
long arm under projectiles.
Here's the story on that
176 in the core.
that artillery laser. The battery that's in it right now is proprietary and has 16 charges.
Oh,
which
wait a
means
second,
you'll
I
get
have-
like 4 shots out of it. So
Do I still have that spell? Hold on.
What is this?
With an hour of work and an engineering check, that can be jury rigged to accept regular.
Or I can use a cantrip.
Remember putting any of this in
Yeah,
here?
we
What the
also
hell
have
is
a ton of batteries, so if you just want to recharge this battery for me. It takes 40 charges. So 2 batteries, just transfer these 2 batteries.
I
into it?
can't overcharge it. If I overcharge it, there's like a saver, it explodes.
Well, I mean, you can put 1 battery into it. That's
Okay.
20 charges.
We can do that. I mean, I can do individual charges, so we can fill it up.
Okay, here.
That's not a problem.
Here, let's do that. Oh, it's full.
Cantrips!
It's
So,
full.
all right, so you take some existing batteries and top this one off so
Yeah.
that later you can
Yes.
Yeah.
rig
We'll
it
deal
up.
with it
Yeah,
later.
so other, I can open up the whole soup kitchen.
Yeah.
Jeez.
And it cooks the and it cooks the soup while you're at it.
That's right. All in one process. All in one process.
It's like we're on an episode of Amazing Invention.
It's going to be the same deal with that Red Star plasma rifle. It's got 20 charges with its proprietary battery.
I can fix that.
You can use
I
the
can
rest
also
of it.
fix that.
That's if you guys want to use that
That's
one.
a decent level one, isn't it? A Red Star?
Yeah, essentially, I can move
It's a level
transfers from
6.
one battery.
and it's got the line.
Yeah, 1d10, line unwieldy. So, I mean, you can't shoot it more than once, but you can shoot everything in a line with it. Just be like, I mean, it's basically,
You don't need to
light,
shoot it more than
basically
once.
lightning bolt.
I have the
In
same
a
laser
gun.
gun, so I don't need that.
okay.
If somebody else wants that Red Star plasma, the same level.
No
6.
one else can use it. I'm
I
not
still
gonna
have
use it.
Perilous, and Perilous is just unfair.
That's fine. We'll sell it.
Okay.
But, like legitimately, is there any arrows that came with this?
It's loaded.
It
It
does
was
not.
loaded.
Did it get to shoot it?
It doesn't say anything about the ammunition.
It says
for
its
that.
capacity is 4 arrows.
So
So,
we'll
like,
say
if
that it is full.
So you'd get
Okay.
2 shots.
Get 2 shots of it.
But since you guys took care of, you got some.
Did we get arrows with like the other gear when they gave us like here?
Well,
have this?
I don't think
also
we would have
like
had a reason to.
the Kish that you fought at the very beginning had bow and arrow, and I think you retrieved the gear off one of them, didn't you?
No,
Yeah.
yeah.
So we have arrows. You're good.
Okay.
So if you
Just
got the gear,
give me a
off
random
of,
number.
Just,
And
I know that you didn't
I have
kill
10
like
arrows.
you didn't kill too many of them. Let me get a
I've gotta
estimated
organize
number
this
of
sheet. This is a
arrows
mess.
for a ENA. Page 58.
All right. New feature to add to the character sheet. When you have the little die roller up, if you click on a die, it should re-roll it.
I know I've probably asked you this before, but what did you use to write that character sheet?
View.js.
Okay.
It is horribly done wrong because Vue is supposed to be built out of like individual little components that make up everything.
Yeah.
And there is one massive component that makes this up called character. It's wrong, but it works.
Yeah, that's all that matters. That's front end coding right there.
Maia, have 20 arrows
Okay.
because that's what you would have retrieved from one of those that you defeated at the landing pad.
Okay. Yeah. Then I'm using this thing. This thing kind of works perfect because it's unwieldy, right? So like my first round that I'm always using the like scan anyway,
Right.
you know.
Yeah,
If you want to discuss the thing later, we totally can, because I
Yeah.
love just
but that is
rambling about
kinetic
it.
and does piercing damage as an arrow would. So you've cleared this space out. There are other little rooms if you so desire to check.
Yeah, we're going to look everywhere.
Knock on doors. Wait, there are no doors. This is like, it's not open office, but
yeah,
it's
we'll-
like doorways.
Yeah, we'll case this place and make sure that there's one, nobody hiding down here.
So it's not the
two,
hipster
loot.
office. It's
No, well, the loot had already been scavenged.
It has
by
walls,
this
it just doesn't
Right,
have
right.
slime.
doors.
So the slime had pretty much accumulated anything of value.
Wait a second, this is like a security company that doesn't have doors.
Well, this
well,
It's
you
actually
had
the-
that front
Wait,
door.
no, this is the temple. This
Yeah.
is not the security. Never mind.
This is the foundry.
Never mind.
Yeah, so this is like, it's got a training room in one corner and an office and a looks like a locker room kind of place.
Yeah. So
One thing is that because I have run something with that monster, and you can actually collect its slime to make bombs out of.
ooh,
And given the high roll on our checks, that might be something we'd want to do.
Let's do that.
if we can find those rules from the other source, I'll
Alien
allow it.
Archive 1.
Yeah, I've got it pulled up here.
Okay.
I can shoot you a picture of that real quick, maybe.
It doesn't really talk about it here because it just has it's statted it out here.
I can't remember what that's actually called because I keep
It's a
scavenger slime because I keep in my head it's like garbage elemental. No, it's not a garbage elemental.
I kept trying to correct you, and
you
two would not let me.
Because of that game, I can't call it anything other than
Such a
garbage
good game.
elemental, but I'm like, there it is. The scavenger slime's sticky resin can be used as makeshift sticky bomb grenades. Starfinder Core Rulebook 178. A slain scavenger slime, when properly harvested in treated glass vessels, yields up to 20 item levels worth of sticky bomb grenades. So 2 sticky bomb grenades 3, each level 10, or 5 sticky bomb grenades 2, each level 4, and so on. Harvesting the slime in this manner requires a DC 28 engineering or life science check. Success means you acquire all the desired sticky bombs, while failure yields 2d10 plus 13 bludgeoning damage to you as the slime revitalizes it just long enough to attack you. This check can be attempted only once per scavenger slime corpse.
Cool. Who wants to make that engineering check?
My engineering is currently a plus 22.
Okay.
If your life science is better than that, then we'll have you.
Probably
attempt it.
not.
So
I'm
he's looking
competent at a lot of skills, but I'm not I have
It just
one
happens engineering is
above a
like
20.
my bee's knees skill. You know that
your
in computers,
engineering
right?
is insane.
Maya needs a 25.
28.
28.
So you got to roll like a 6.
Okay. Roll those dice.
11. So
11.
that's
Cool.
more than 6.
So you all can figure out how you want to concoct those.
can I strap those to the arrows?
Duct tape.
It's sticky bombs?
Yes,
And it's
sticky
an
bomb
armory?
Yeah, and it gives you 20 levels worth.
I will tell you what.
2 level 10s.
We
If
can
you
strap
make-
those to a couple arrows.
If there are rules for the grenade arrows or the bomb arrows, I'll allow it if we go through the proper channels. But yeah, you can
Okay. No, we will do whatever is required.
to have sticky bombs on these arrows.
Because this is too cool not to.
Right.
Where are the
They're not
grenade
in,
arrows? Not
They're in core
Where are they in core?
under grenades.
They are. They're under grenades.
Oh.
Special ammunition grenade arrow. Any 5th level or lower is grenade arrows 2. So we need those. And
So
I'm not
that'd be,
finding... There it is, sticky bomb.
Yeah, Sticky Bomb Grenade 2 is the level 4. So we'd get 3 of those. No. 4 of those.
Any fifth,
5 of those.
as any
5 of
fifth
those.
5 of
level
those.
or lower level grenade. As any fifth or
Yeah,
lower
because it gives us
level
20 levels worth, so that'd be 5 level 2s. And then we
Level
can put those
2s would be-
Or not level 2s. They're Sticky Bomb Grenade 2, which is item level 4,
Which you can make 5 of.
which would be, we can make 5 of those.
So, like,
so we can make-
what's the damage on one of those? Like,
It
how does
doesn't,
the
it just
damage work?
entangles. 2d4
It's just that resin that kind of holds.
Oh,
that
okay.
made it
Because it's
shell.
the
Just-
sticky.
Yeah,
Okay.
it just hardens on whoever it hits.
So now the grenade arrow is item level 10. I don't know if we can make that or not.
Right.
We
That is
can
pretty high
next
level.
level.
If you all want to store,
There you go. Just store it.
Keep the
Yeah.
grenades, and then we'll take the grenades that we have left over and put them on arrows.
Yeah. That's fine.
Just collect the goo before the oxygen hardens it.
Actually, the grenade arrow itself,
Is item level 10.
is the grenade. So if you just stick a grenade on it, you basically build a grenade into the arrow.
yep.
So do they take the arrow damage and then explode?
That's going to
like,
be
is that?
crafting.
Yes.
Wow.
All right. We'll
Well,
look
you
at
do
that.
the weapon damage and then... Okay.
Right.
We'll look it up later.
Yeah.
Well, if the arrow is a grenade, then you can just call it
The explosive
2
tip of the
level
arrow
10
detonates on
grenade
impact.
arrows
An arrow
that are
grenade can
sticky
be
bomb.
used. It can be made using any handheld grenade.
Okay.
The miniaturized technology incorporated in the arrow increases its value. So basically, you can't just slap a grenade onto it. You have to buy the arrow that is a grenade.
Yeah, otherwise I'd say
But
it's
it
an
functions
improvised
as per a
weapon. and
grenade.
So we're not doing the Duke Boy thing here. We're doing the take the tip off the.
You're doing
aluminum
like the
arrow
Hawkeye in all the Marvel movies.
Yes.
That's what you're
Yeah.
doing. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So
Okay.
You're filling the hollow aluminum arrow with black powder.
I like it.
you have pretty much explored this bottom area. There's a conference room there in the Southeast, there's like a little office there. In the northeast, the northwest looks like a break room. The table and a couple of chairs, but like I said, the scavenger slime pretty much accumulated anything of value down here.
All right. Well, there's a staircase here on this one side of the room, out through this door.
There is a staircase.
Let's do that.
Title music for Dead Sons is provided by Overclocked Remix and created by CFX. Find more great game remixes at ocremix.com. Ambient music provided by Tabletop Audio. Original 10-minute ambiances and music for games and stories. Find out more at tabletopaudio.com.
Once there was a world called Golarion, a planet filled with millions of peoples, countless diverse cultures, and pantheons of deities both mighty and cruel. And on that world was an organization of truth finders, of adventurers, of heroes. These noble souls of the past set out blazing trails around that world in search of knowledge and peace, and more than a little bit of glory. But that was then. What vague scraps of history had been cobbled together from the pre-Gap days is all that remains of the legacy of the Pathfinders. In an effort to honor that legacy, and to gain knowledge of the phenomenon that is the Gap, for over 300 years, a new group has banded together in that search. That group is called the Starfinder Society. Join us every other Saturday as the Hexgrid Heroes Starfinder podcast explores the planets and cultures of the Pact World System.